Love is magical. It can make us feel different emotions and feelings at the same time. It may sometimes confusing and deceiving. And love with faith makes things go around. When things seems to crumble, if we face it with love and faith, we believe that everything will fall into place. Kaya ngayong araw, may bagong episode na naman tayo. At makakasama natin ay isang masipag at tapat na naglilingkod sa simbahang Katoliko. Alamin natin ang kanyang malalim na pagmamahal sa kanyang misyon at debosyon kay Santo Domingo, sa mahal na ina, at kay Jesus. Tara at kilalanin natin si Mr. Rainier Flores Alfonso mula sa Apalit, Pampanga. Dito lang yan sa Sensei, Their Skills and Talents.
I am Rainier Jeremy Flores Alfonso, a lay person, okay, a simple lay person, came from a town where they always shout Viva Apungiro even though it's not fiesta, okay, from Apalit, Pampanga. What I do, I just work, sleep, and then go work again. Actually, I am a public school teacher.
You mentioned earlier po na you are a lay person. Gano'n na po ba kayo matagal nag-serve sa simbahan?
Actually, it's from 2013 up to present. So, just imagine that.
Sino yung nag-influence po sa inyo na mag-serve po sa simbahan? Or paano po ba kayo nagsimula?
Actually, the one who influenced me to serve sa chapel or sa simbahan is my grandmother, Milagros Flores, because that woman is a devoted woman, especially sa aming chapel. Actually, they are past CPC officers sa chapel. So, nakita ko how they work sa chapel. And then, when I saw our patron saint, St. James, okay, or Apuntiago, they call him here, na-inspire ako more. Okay.
Ngayon po, ano po yung role nyo naman po?
My role dito sa chapel, actually, I am the ecclesiastical officer or ERO sa chapel namin. Also, an advisor sa aming mga youth. And yan.
Ano po ba yung ginagawa po or trabaho po ng isang ERO?
Actually, ang trabaho lang namin is to disseminate information coming from the parokya. Tapos, i-announce namin siya. So, what are the restrictions, what are the guidelines sa mga activities and nangyayari sa parish.
And you also do facilitate po yung sa mga youth?
Yes, because I'm a former youth president. So, parang hindi kaya ng katawan ko na hindi tulungan yung mga future youths natin because there will be the future leader of this chapel and parokya. So, kailangan natin silang i-guide.
As a previous youth coordinator po or youth president, how was your experience po?
My experience is, paano kung sasabihin siya? It's good, it's beautiful, it's meaningful.
Was it difficult to be a president or leader po ng mga youth?
Actually, yes, because alam nyo naman, inside an organization, someone will love you, someone will not, but those problems for me are just, para silang pagsubok. Okay, so parang binibigyan lang sila sa akin ni God in order me para mag-grow and develop. And also, syempre, to help others.
Through that service po, ang dami niyo pong experience na pinaglalim po yung pagmimission niyo po with the youth po. Paano po ba kayo natulungan nun para mas mag-grow po kayo and to take more of the path na tinatahak niyo po ngayon?
Actually, paano ko natulungan nun? Dati kasi I'm not a believer. Sorry. But serving sa simbahan, I cannot explain. It's like love. When you say love, how will you know it's authentic? When you cannot explain it. So that is my experience at church. I am happy of what I am doing. I am happy kapag tinatawag ako, sir, you need sa chapel, what to do, anong gagawin natin, let's prepare, let's organize. Masasabi kong it's beautiful and I love it kasi hindi ko nararamdaman yung pagod. Hindi ko nararamdaman yung time. Hindi ko na alam pala, it's 12 midnight na, pero I'm still there. Doing church things. Okay, that makes me happy. Kahit alam kong may work tomorrow,
Naisipan nyo din po ba na instead of taking bachelor degree po, naisipan nyo din po bang pumasok sa seminaryo?
Actually, nung bata ako, akala ko talaga magbabari ako because, the word Dagispisambani Kapampangan, para kasi akong ganun. So, I am devoted sa mga, especially kay Mama Mary. Whenever there is an event about Mama Mary, lagi ako nandun. So, my mother and also my grandmother always says that, ba't hindi ka na lang magpara? You always go to church, hindi ka na umuwi minsan. Okay, yung parang gano'n.
Bakit po hindi natuloy?
Bakit hindi natuloy? Siguro my calling. Kasi naniniwala ako sa sign na binibigay ni God. So, for me, it is not my calling and hindi yun yung path na gusto niya para sa akin. And sinusundan ko because Jesus is always my navigator in life.
How was it po na ngayon na nagtuturo po kayo? Paano nyo naman po na-manage yung time nyo para makapag-serve pa rin po sa simbahan?
The answer for that is love. When you love something, hindi mo mararamdaman yung mga ganong problems. So, if you love what you are doing, para lang napakabilis ng oras, yung hindi mo nararamdaman yung pagod. Okay? Kaya ako siya nababalance. It's because time management din. Pero, para sa akin, it's about love. Kasi I love what I'm doing. That is why, hindi ko nararamdaman ng pagod at hindi ko nararamdaman kahit mapuyat man ako. Because I have the passion, no? And the love sa simbahan. And also to the Almighty One.
Ikaw ay nanonood pa rin ng Sensei. Para sa marami pang Sensei at 5 siglo na videos, maaari po kayong bumisita sa aming mga social media accounts. At huwag po sanang kalimutang mag-follow, like, at share para sa iba pa pong mga updates.
You're serving the church po or inside the church. How about outside the church? How do you share it to other people or to your student as well?
Actually, kaya nga tawag sa akin sa school is Father because before I start the class, we always pray then. I say some word of wisdom and also para siyang tinatawag na sa atin, it's a homily. Sasabihin ng mga estudyante, ay nag-homily na naman si sir. So, yun, na-apply ko siya sa teachings ko kasi, in teaching kasi, sa pag-aaral, it's not like only for education, to educate you what is that, what is the meaning of that. It's all about molding a student's life. Siyempre gusto natin doon sila sa right path, a good path. That is why, biniblend ko yung pagka-church server ko dun sa pagka-teacher ko. So, yon.
Now that you are doing that po, do you still have a dream? May nilook forward pa po ba kayo na gustong gawin through this mission or serving the church po?
Okay, actually para sa akin, wala na. Kasi I know that I'm doing it enough. Yon.
Aside from teaching and serving the church po, may mga ginagawa pa po ba kayong iba?
Actually, my hobbies, yung ginagawa ko is beadworks. Yon, beadworks ang ginagawa ko as my hobby, no? Aside from church service and sa trabaho.
Can you tell us more about it po?
There's a beautiful story, no, behind that. Before I became a rosary maker that they call, no, or a rosary artisan, but I don't think that I deserve that. Pero siguro, actually there's a fellow camarero. His name is Brother Richard, no. He always asks me, ba't di ka pagawa ng saint? Ba't di ka pagawa ng image? Sabi niya sa akin. Tapos sabi ko, gusto ko si Our Lady of the Most Holy Rosary. Kasi devoted ako sa rosary. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, marami ng Santo Rosario dyan. Ba't ka nagpapagawa ng Santo Rosario? So, ba't hindi lang si Saint Dominic? Sabi niya sa akin. So, from that, na sinabi niya sa akin the word Saint Dominic, na-inspire ako na, who is Saint Dominic? Then I started searching about Saint Dominic. So, sa kanya pala, sinabing ni Mama Mary sa kanya yung rosary. That's why we have rosary at present. It's because of Saint Dominic. Tapos, yung beautiful story pa doon is during pandemic ko siya pinagawa. Bago ko siya pinagawa, meron pa akong two choice if papagawa ako ng Santo Rosario or Saint Dominic. So, nanghingi ako ng sign sa akin navigator. Sabi ko, if gusto mong pagawa sa akin si Virgin Mary or your mother or Saint Dominic. So, definitely, parang may sign na si Saint Dominic na pagawa mo because there's a purpose. What? Kasi, nagpapagawa ako ng image na hindi ko alam what is a rosary. And I do not know kung para saan siya at paano siya pinipray. So, napansin ko, during the pandemic, all people are praying, right? And doon ko napansin na kapag pinapagawa sa St. Dominic, so financially, wala akong budget. Kasi, it's pandemic. Tapos, nung every bead na na-memorize ko siya, every mysteries, for example, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hanggang Sunday mysteries. So, nung nalaman ko yung mga yon, yung biglang blessing, yung biglang bugnos ng blessing sa akin na, oh my God, tinuruan muna ako ni St. Dominic na mag-rosary because, oo nga pala, how will I deserve to have that image, to have St. Dominic? Sa kanya binigay ni Mama Mary yung rosary. Okay? And then, hindi ako marunong mag-rosary. So, from that, na-realize ko, oh, I'm in the right path. Sabi ko. Tapos, doon ako na-engage na to make a rosary. My first rosary dedicated to St. Dominic. Tapos, naalala ko na my first rosary is sira-sira. Tapos, ang pangit. Actually, I cannot say it's pangit because it is a liturgical accessories, no? Or a powerful instrument for prayer. So, doon ako na-inspire na to do more. It's because of St. Dominic is my saint, tapos hindi ako marunong gumawa ng rosary. That is why that saint, or St. Dominic, became a big influence to me. That is why I am a bead worker, or a rosary artisan today. Yan. That is why the name of my, I cannot say it's business, The name of my beadworks is Domingo Sacred Rosaries. It's divided into two. The word Domingo came from my patron saint or the patron saint of my family, and Sacred Rosaries because I do believe that rosaries are not just accessories. They are tools, okay? They are tools for prayer. There's a powerful intercession. Whenever you pray the rosary, whenever you hold it, it's like you're holding Mama Mary's hand. That is the power of the rosary. That is why I could not say that this is just an accessory. No, that is why I came from word na sacred rosaries because those accessories or those tools are sacred.
Kumusta naman po ngayon na from pandemic and now you're still doing beadworks po? Naumpisahan niyo po yung Domingo Sacred Rosaries. Paano po ba naman nalaman ng ibang tao na you are doing that kind of craft?
Actually, paano nila nalaman? Doon sa mga rosaries na ginagawa ko sa mga sacred images sa labas. So, feeling ko yun yung mga ways bakit nalaman nila yung... Although, hindi naman kilala ang Domingo Sacred Roses actually. Pero meron kaming platform or meron kaming group. It's called Kalam ng Lugod, Aining Devotion. So, I would like to mention my very friend, my kapatid, Miss Jo Marinik daw. Kasi sa kanya galing yung parang tagline ng aming beadwork kasi nga, sa St. Dominic ang patron saint, why don't we teach the rosary sa mga children? Or why don't we give rosaries, okay, na galing sa amin? I came up with that idea na nagbuo kami ng isang maliit na a private organization founded by me na there are sponsors na nagbibigay. So, ako kasi, ginagawa ko, yung mga sponsors, binibigyan nila mismo rosaries and rosary guides. Tapos, pupunta kami sa mga chapels, then we will teach what is a rosary, and then we will tell them what is the rosary all about. Kasi yung iba sa atin, they know how to pray the rosary, but they don't know what a rosary is. Okay, so yun yung pinapakita namin sa mga tao. So, the Domingo Sacred Rosary is not just a big work. It is a group who fulfills the Virgin's request, which is to pray the rosary every day. So, nakakatawa when yung mga bata, especially mga youths, tumatawa sila, they are smiling. It's because they know when they hold the rosary, it's like they are holding their mother's hand, which is Mama Mary. Okay, so yun pa yung magpainggan sa amin. That is why binuo namin yung group ng Kalam ng Lugod, Aining Devotion. Actually, inumpisa namin siya sa feast day ni St. Dominic, August 8, hanggang matapos yung Month of the Holy Rosary ng October 31. So may mga projects kami, aside from giving rosaries sa mga chapels and tinuturing rosaries, we also give free rosaries actually sa mga fellow kamareros na alam natin na they cannot afford to buy a beautiful rosary na para sa kanilang mga image. So, we're helping them then through our small group. No, it's a small group, but for me, yung smile nila, then yung tuwa sa kanilang mga labi. Tapos, sasabihin nila sa iyo na, thank you, it's because of you, I understand now what a rosary is. And it's true that the rosary is a powerful intercessory tool, okay, in our life. So, that makes Domingo Sacred Rosaries meaningful. We're not just a bead worker, but we are a worker in the field of fulfilling the Virgin's request, which is to spread the rosary with the intercession also, our patron saint, Saint Dominic. Actually, he gives us strength that makes us stronger. Para niya kaming ipinagpe-pray. So whenever I go to a church, sasabihin nila sa akin, oh, you look like Saint Dominic. Why? Sabi ko. Kasi nga, di ba, sa kanya daw binigay yung rosary. Then I am telling to them what is a rosary. So, napansin ko rin na if you are a kamarero, dapat alam mo rin yung story ng saint mo. Pinufulfill ko rin din yung work ng aking saint, which is Saint Dominic, to spread the rosary.
Ikaw ay nanonood pa rin ng Sensei. Para sa marami pang Sensei at 5 siglo na videos, maaari po kayong bumisita sa aming mga social media accounts. At huwag po sanang kalimutang mag-follow, like, at share para sa iba pa pong mga updates.
Gano'n na po kalayo yung mga napupuntahan ng mga rosaryo na nagawa niyo po?
Actually, napupunta na sila ng Quezon City, yung Lanaval, sa ibang provinces pa, bukod sa Pampanga. Dito Rumba, yon napupunta rin sila doon. And also, parishes dito sa Apalit, San Simon, sa Vicaria namin. And also, syempre, the Queen of Pampanga, Virgen de los Remedios. So, I am thankful for that opportunity that they gave to me. Tapos sasabihin nila sa akin, Sir, wala akong rosary sa ganyan. So, sabi ko, that is not a problem. Ano yung kailangan nyo? Ganon. Kasi, yung kasi mga proceeds ng mga rosaries ko, inahati ko sila. Yung hati ng proceeds ko, yung napupunta, pambili ng gamit. Yung hati dun sa group, small group namin na kalam ng Lugod Ining Devotion. So, di ko alam, pero yun yung purpose namin. Basta, we love what we are doing. Yun lang. And that makes our life beautiful.
How was the feeling po na since alam naman natin na ang dami nang gumagawa ng mga rosaryo, iba't ibang klase ng rosaryo. Paano po ba masasabi na mas kakaiba or may iba po dun sa rosaryo na ginagawa po ninyo?
With that naman, I am very minsan, merong mga, people will say bad things to you sometimes, but then, tinutulungan ko pa yung mga iba. So, sasabihin ko sa kanila na, mas maganda kung ganito yung gawin mo. Kasi we are helping each other. We are helping each other to form, kasi hindi naman, that's not a competition. It's about passion para sa akin. Hindi ko kailangan makipag-competensya sa kanila. My rosaries are more beautiful than yours. Pag kasi gano'n ang ginawa mo, it's mere business. Pero when you are happy na sila umaangat, that makes your bead works more meaningful and beautiful. Because ayaw ni Lord, lalo na si Saint Dominic, sabi niya sa akin, tinulong kita mag-rosary at gumawa ng rosary, then you will do that. Something like that.
You've been serving the church po simula po nung bata po kayo and you learn praying the rosary or parang yung mismong value or importance ng rosary is nung pandemic lang. How was it po? Do you feel guilty about it? How was your parang thoughts about it po?
Actually, yes. Kaya nga doon yung tumatatak na minsan, nagpa-pray lang tayo na, yung isa na sabi ng matatanda, you know the rosary, you memorize it, the whole rosary actually, the whole mysteries, but without doing good, it's nonsense. Or without doing good to others, it's nonsense. Parang ganun yung para sa akin. And then, inaamin ko naman during that time, alam ko lang kung paano siya i-pray. And parang hindi siya sinasa puso. Okay, alam ko siyang i-pray kasi with the guide of the matanda na nasa church, yon. So, nalaman ko lang yung meaning niya na, you are bata, right? Pag bata ka, medyo nahihirapan kang... Minsan, sumasama ka lang sa churches because of your friends. Aminin na natin. Sometimes. But as you go further sa devotion, you can find faith. Tapos, doon ko na-realize na you can see faith pag yung understanding mo, hindi mo siya maintindihan. Pag yung mga problems dumarating na, doon mo makita si word na faith. Kasi sandali lang sabihin si word na faith. O you have faith, pero paano mo sasabing you have faith? Diba yung ganyan? So, kaya ako doon na-realize na pag may problem ka, those are just challenges sa buhay. They're just challenges sa buhay to strengthen your faith more.
Salamat sa pagsama sa unang bahagi ng episode kasama si Mr. Rainer Flores Alfonso. Sa susunod na linggo, samahan niyo kami na ipagpatuloy ang kwento ni Mr. Rain at ng Domingo Sacred Rosaries. Muli, salamat, see you again, and we will continue to explore, learn, and improve. Because life is a continuous learning process. This is Sensei, their skills and talents.